What's up, guys? I hear you, man. Watching on mute. What's up, Josh? What's up, Ken? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, Jake, I mean, it's not a great time, personally, in general. I don't know. You got stuff going on that time when it drops? Where's my necromancer? Oh, it's so far. It's 5 weeks. Holy crap. It's still 5 weeks out. Yeah, Josh, April 28th for ladder. Oh, that's right, it is. Yeah, it's not 4 months, it's 5 weeks. Yeah, Jake, that would be a bad time. That would be a bad time. Yeah, I would agree. That's horrible. It's I was I was pretty close on my uh, guesses on what was happening, though. It was definitely the database stuff that was causing all the problems. I didn't realize they had rolled it back last week, though. I thought they had finally got it working with some other issues that we were working through. I didn't realize that they had completely rolled back all the database architecture changes they made last week. That's pretty crazy. What's up, Tom? So that 8 hours of downtime last week turned out to be them pushing live, trying to fix, trying to fix, trying to fix, roll it back. So basically, that 8 weeks of 8 hours of downtime last week, they had to just revert it. So it didn't even go live. I thought it had gone live with issues. I didn't realize that they had completely rolled it back. The hell, Tong? Only you, man. That's so bad. I thought it had gone live and they had eventually got it working with issues like in Europe and stuff, but I don't know. That's just nuts to me. So apparently they're going to try again next week. So apparently, what they say, the 25 days from now, they're going to try and do it again. Yeah, Jake, but why didn't they say that last week? What's up, Cranky? I don't know. I still think that the communication is severely lacking, which I'm sure most of y'all would agree with that. Um, they did finally spill the beans and say exactly what happened. Yeah, they were definitely embarrassed. I mean, how do you do database structure testing like that and not have testing in place for regional databases? I don't understand how that works. I don't know. Because they said that was part of it too. The PTR didn't account for regional databases. So how'd they test it? Were they theory crafting and hoping it would work the way they wanted it to work? That just kind of that part kind of blew my mind actually. No, Tong. I'm just playing today. I'm not doing giveaways. We could do a Sunday. Yeah, Jake. I don't. That's the part I don't get. Yeah, I mean, Jake, I feel like you kind of understand. It was oh, that's right, Tong. You do work on Sunday a lot of times, don't you? I don't know. Yeah, this whole debacle. I mean, we're looking at 5 weeks from now, basically. Next, see, and here's what's weird to me: they're going to roll out the architecture changes again next week, but then it's not till the 14th before they go with 2.4. What's up, Michael? That's cool, Tom. Yeah, we'll probably still do a giveaway on Sunday. I just want to try and get away from trying to do them during the week. But yeah, so we got quite the window before even 2.4 goes live. That's the 14th, and then 2 weeks to ladder. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's just a big old mess. Yeah, that's cool, Tom. You want me to make a game? Can you join my game? I think you could join my game, can't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, basically, Josh. It was just a big old kick in the nuts. I mean, because I mean, I was trying to remember when he actually stated by the end of the month. It had to have been obviously um, before they attempted the database switch last week. Ken, love you too, man. What's up, Vine? It's going. It's going. More bitching. I'm just bitching again. That seems to be just the consensus when it comes to D2R here lately. Just bitching. I mean, it makes you kind of wonder who they got in charge. Because again, I don't put this on the devs. I think their management is just horrendous. The management at Blizzard is just horrendous. I think it boils down to them just trying to cut corners way too much. It's just bad. Hell, at this point, I'd rather that they be in charge, man. At least they're usually consistent. There you go, Tong's at it again. Wait, dude, I don't have room for all this. I don't have room, man. Tong, I don't have room. You killing me, man. Well, Jake, I mean that's what they were kind of saying is that they did not have the PTR structured to replicate the um, regional database structure, which blows my mind. Why would you set up a PTR that doesn't replicate your current structure? That just blows my mind. You have a regional database structure, so you set up PTR that doesn't replicate it. Yeah, that's management again. That's cutting corners. And that's my point. They just keep cutting corners and screwing up everything. This is Tong for giveaway again. Tong, I'm sure that we all appreciate you, dude. You're just a maniac. I swear, man. I think that puts us up to 32 ist runes that you've given away. Yeah, you too, man. Have fun at work. I don't know, Mike. I don't know. It's just, I think just in general, it's just poor decision making. I think just in general, they're just the management has just made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision, and this is the price that's being paid now. The original structure was, I mean, the structure's somewhat the same. It's, I guess, the order in which saves were occurring is what they restructured. Um, what was happening was, if I remember correctly, the everybody was saving to region, but then regions were all trying to save to global, um, either too often or it was just trying to go straight through. Like you would say you went into a game, played, left the game, the save would occur to region, but then immediately go to global, and then it would all bottleneck at global. But what they were trying to do was restructure it so that the saves would occur at the regional level, and then it would periodically update to global instead of trying to go straight through. Something along those lines, if I remember correctly. But then you got to remember that between regions, the saves have to occur as well. Because like if you were playing on um, NA and you decide to switch to Europe, Europe had to have your data there already, so the saves had to go around the regions as well. Um, Otherwise, you'd have two sets of data if you like left NA and logged into Europe, unless those were concurrent and the data was saving across the regions. So I don't know if before it was like go up to region to straight to global and then down again, and somehow they restructured so it's all across region then periodically to global, something along those lines. But when they set up PTR, they didn't set up test regions. We just had one database, and I don't even know if they had to have created a global structure just to replicate the saves between, but they didn't replicate across this way with the regions. It's dumb. That just reeks of incompetence. I think it's just a lot of corner cutting because it was probably expensive to replicate that as part of PTR. Just bad. Just I just write it off as just bad decision making. Because I could guarantee you the I could guarantee you the people that were actually trying to get this set up were saying we need to do this, and then they were cut off at the knees. No, yeah, Jake, I get that. It's just we would have probably had ladder if I think the right people were in place. I, I, I feel like there was some incompetence at the upper middle management level that really killed it. What's up, Alan? I don't know. There's nothing we could do about it at this point. At least they gave us dates. Now, If they change those dates, that's the end. Yeah, Mike, that could definitely be the case as well. I think they're at a huge shortage of manpower, just in general. Because people, I mean, the developers are leery to go to work for Blizzard. I guarantee it. There's a lot of people who are like, I ain't working for that company. Activision's horrible, and not even giving it a fair shake. Nocturnal, it is 2.4 on April 14th, ladder on April 28th. Yeah, right now, Jake, for sure. Yeah, Josh, they do. They cost a lot of money. No, I haven't Nocturnal. We've just been kind of talking about just what they said occurred. It's it's just bad. It's just bad. Again, they gave hard dates. Dude, you're dumping your Tesla in now? Are you playing something else, or are you just kind of holding back until latter now? I know you still got your characters. You just gave away all your gear. Hell, we're 5 weeks out till ladder anyways. You don't want to mess around with your Tesla then for 2.4 whenever we finally get that. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. I can tell you what though, they gave these hard dates, and if they push that back again after they've given us the dates, I don't know. I, I I I don't know how that would go over. I think the player base would vanish at that point. Yeah, that's true, Tom. Yeah, Mike, that's what I'm going to be trying to do. Yeah, Jake, it's probably been cut in at least in half at this point, right? It's nuts. I mean, it is. It's pretty nuts. What's up, Liam? Is it? Is it? Or is it really? Oh man, I was just hoping it wasn't gonna be that far out. I was just hoping for maybe a week pushback, not a full month. I don't think I've gotten that yet. Yeah, it may be a little bit. Hold on, I need to pull up my Grail. So I might have Grail done by then. What's this thing called? Ondul? Dangoons? Dangoons. Okay. Pretty sure I haven't scratched this off yet. No, never mind. I have found it already. Shit. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, again, if it I don't know how they'd have to handle it if they if they found out that they had to push it back again. I just I don't know. That'd be pretty nuts if they had to go. Well, one more month. I mean, they're giving themselves a lot of room because if they're going to go live with the database stuff again next week, they're giving themselves 2 full weeks before they even push 2.4 out. Well, that's no small task, is it, Cranky? Don't you have to lift the motor to get the mounts changed? I was pretty impressed with my son this week. Instead of taking his car to the shop, he did his own brakes, brake pads, and rotors this week, which I probably would have never attempted. I mean, I'm not mechanically inclined, but I just would have never taken the task on myself, especially at home in the garage. Yeah, Josh, that's kind of always been a little bit of the take. Ah, okay, correct. Yeah, well, I knew. I mean, depending on how big it was, I could see it being a bigger task, but I guess that's not too horribly bad. Yeah, I mean, Liam, I mean, I've done work on my own vehicles, but brake pads and rotors, I just always kind of left to the professionals. So I was kind of impressed that he was able to do it himself. Hey, Jake. Um, but yeah. Um, some guy, as far as yeah, I don't know if you've actually read the notes they put out today, but yeah, they pushed it back till April 28th for ladder, 14th for 2.4. Basically, they blamed it on the database re-architecture failing last week, and they're having to roll it back. Again, I didn't know they rolled it back, but apparently they rolled it back, so it didn't actually go live last week. But they, without saying it, they did kind of explain why Euro was having some issues um, when they were saying that when they were talking about some of the indexes being missing. So they had to repopulate data back into the database after they rolled it back, it sounds like. Um, so apparently some of it got corrupted or didn't transfer properly. Kind of weird, but they had to manually make changes to the database to get it back to square. So it was kind of crazy. Yeah, Vaughn, the brakes and the changing out the rotor. I mean, I could have probably done brake pads easy enough, but he completely changed out the rotors too, which I just never really messed with that stuff. I mean, I've changed out other stuff. I've completely I've changed out the completely yanked a radiator, put it back in. I've done starters, just small stuff like that. Changed tires, but I've never actually like, completely replaced the pads and rotors. Well, Magic, it seems like something went wrong, right? Because even if they had a backup, they've had to re-add indexing back to some of the data. So something went wrong, even beyond the backup, which is weird. What's up, Scott? Nothing spectacular. I've been working mainly on the Grail. Um, Trying to think of what I found. I found a couple things that were kind of rare, but not necessarily useful. So they were kind of cool to tick off of the Grail list. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like last Thursday or whenever they did that was pretty catastrophic that they had to do rolling back is like the one thing you don't want to do when you're doing a deployment of some sort. The worst thing you want to do is roll back to original state, because then you're just admitting that you suck. I've had to do it. I've had like a major deployment to a website and ended up having to roll it back, and it's just such a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling when you have to roll back. And again, I didn't realize that they had rolled back. I thought they had just pushed through and had issues after the fact that they just kind of resolved, but apparently not. They had just completely rolled it all back. So they're going to try and do it again next week. So we got like, they said like 6 hours anticipated downtime. I think on Tuesday. They said 5 days, so yeah, Tuesday. So we're going to have another 6 hour downtime on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure their support structure is pretty limited. I think they're working pretty skeleton crew, to be honest. And I didn't realize, I read somewhere that they had actually absorbed Vicarious. I thought Vicarious was still standalone and working on D2R, but it looks like that Activision Blizzard it absorbed Vicarious, which sucks. Yeah, Magic. I've done that sort of work. Again, on a much smaller scale, but um, just what they've done. I mean, just with what they're saying they had to do. It makes you scratch your head. If you've done any kind of database work of any sort, it makes you kind of wonder what happened. Some guy, I don't know. I just, it was always my understanding that Vicarious was just a standalone company doing the D2R stuff. I guess contracted by Blizzard, but apparently not. I thought, I didn't realize they had become part of Blizzard. I mean, the actual job that they did on the game itself, I thought Vicarious did a great job. The support structure from Activision is a lot to be is lacking, but I think what they did with the game itself was really damn good. What's up, Nord? So I don't know. It just seems these days that anything having to do with Activision Blizzard ends up in a bitch session. I mean, it's been a while since anybody said, "Man, Activision, y'all killing it." And trust me, I used to be a Blizzard fanboy. I mean, at their height, when StarCraft was rolling and Diablo was rolling and the World of Warcraft was just coming out, man, I mean, Blizzard was on top of the world. They could do no wrong. But that was pre-Activision. Yeah, Jake, we'll see how it goes. They're giving themselves plenty of wiggle room. If ladder rollout day turns into another shit show, I won't even know what to think, man. Yeah, Jeff. I mean, that's 100% the case, man. But that was Activision's involvement that spun that culture out, 100%. I think the original Blizzard North team, they were all about the game and the player base, and their product showed it. I mean, but everybody was kind of groaning when Activision bought Blizzard. I don't I don't think there was many people that went, "Oh, that's going to be good for the company." Yeah, but Microsoft's a year out, man. Even if the approvals go through and eventually happens, it's a year transition before Microsoft takes over. And I don't know. I haven't actually exactly been the biggest fan of Microsoft either. I mean, they've done some good things, but I'm not the biggest fan of Microsoft. But yeah, I mean, it makes me hold my breath when it drops. What's going on, Fission? I'm really leery about when ladder drops. I mean, overall, probably if you compare this, if you put them side by side, yeah, Microsoft's probably better than Activision at current state. But dude, Microsoft has rolled out some really shitty product as well. Every other Windows. It's funny how every other Windows is really bad. I mean, like, probably out of all the Windows, I think XP was probably my favorite one. XP was a really great product. 7 was decent. I put XP as their best Windows product. Yeah, Jeff, exactly. But I mean, let's face it, Microsoft put out some garbage. They hadn't always been putting out the best stuff. Nice, Jake. I found a lightning Ormus. Yeah, 98 was. I would put 98 as second. I would put XP in 98. 98 was a good product too, 100%. Um, and yeah, but XP, to me, XP was their best Windows. What came after XP? Whatever came after XP was trash. And then it was 7, I think. Was ME the one after XP? Vista. Was Vista? Yeah, Vista was a shit show. Yeah, 8 was really bad. No, yeah, I'd put XP way up there. To me, XP was their one of the better products. 7, I won't complain about 7. It was a bit of a resource hog too, though. But I mean, Windows just in general expanded to be pretty large. Um, 98 was good. What was before 98? See, I go way back. My first PC was like in like mid 80s. I had a PC in like 83, 84, and it was literally um, two 3.5 floppies. It didn't even have a hard drive. 3.1. Now, yeah, now Liam, you're kind of talking that time frame. I mean, it's way back. Because yeah, my dad was always big on technology, so we had a PC uh, when they were rare. I mean, he got a piece. I ended up taking he got the one, the dual 3.5s for the home, but then I took it when I went to school. And then he got one with a 20 meg hard drive, and that was like big shit. I mean, he bought us a 2600 when they first came out, the Atari 2600s. And back then, when those first dropped, those things were expensive. But we had one like as soon as they came out. I think we still have that original 2600 sitting at the house. I don't know if it still turns on or not. I might, now that I'm thinking about it, I might dig it out and see if it's still there, see if it turns on. That'd be funny if that thing's still booted up. Oh, look what I got. Go away. All right, a chance of ethereal. Come on, ethereal. No. Can you tell when it's laying on the ground? Will it look ethereal if it's laying on the ground? It's a good item to scratch off my Grail list, though. Hell, that's a good scratch off. That's a good pickup actually. You know, it's not ethereal, but that's cool to scratch off. All right, we can scratch off Andariels. That's the best drop I've gotten in the pits so far. What's the random stats on that? Just life leech, right? And defense. Oh, strength is random as well. Oh, that's pretty nice then. That's pretty cool. I think I can add that to my list of the drops today. Andariel's is always a good item, a useful item. Let's put that on items found. I scratched off Andariels before I scratched off Trang armor. That's funny. Yeah, it goes like 10, isn't it? 10 life leech. Joe, not for the uniques. You can't tell by looking at the name for the uniques. But there's a visual, like when it's on the ground or you're holding it, where you can see it's ethereal before you even put it in your inventory. Pits. Act 1, pits. Great area to level up. When you're talking about hell difficulty, Jeff, it's going to be the 2.4 is supposed to drop on the 14th, and then they said ladder to 28th. 2 week spread between the two. Next week is a redo on the database structure changes. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Well, you have to complete, though. So you have to have completed difficulty for cows. So if you're, like, leveling and you get into hell, you won't be able to do cows, but yeah. Pits, for sure, if you haven't completed, like, hell difficulty and you want to level, I'd do pits. But if you finish it, of course, just go back into cows. Well, that's true. You can have somebody open it, technically. I always like, if I'm like stuck in hell and I need to level a little bit, I'll run the pits to just get some levels. See you, Jake, man. Have a good one. Are you allowed to say what team you work for? I'm curious now. Rofo, it got pushed to April 28th ladder. So 5 weeks from now. Yeah, that's what we all said. Well, they went into a little bit of detail. Apparently, the database restructure changes that they did last week, they had to roll back. They didn't even push it live. It failed miserably. So they're going to try it again next week. No, I mean it's kind of bad that it gets the company gets to a point where you don't expect anything good out of them. Company's in a bad spot.
I can't carry anymore.
When that kind of stuff happens on a pretty consistent basis, where you go, it's just Activision. You need to work on your image a little bit. Yeah, Liam, I actually looked. The community managers have to work out of their Irvine location, California. And I didn't see they had one for like Call of Duty, which that's one community you probably don't want to be a manager of. I forget what the other ones were. But I did take a look. They don't do remotes. It's kind of surprising. I did look. I was curious, so I took a look at their job. They got a lot of job openings. What's up, Gerard? They got a lot of job openings. Holy crap, they're looking for people. Hundreds. Liam, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. You wouldn't think you'd need any of the community managers to actually work in your location. That could be a pretty decent remote job. I was kind of surprised at that. Especially with the state of things are now. A lot of companies realized how easy they can handle remote work when they were forced to do it. Like a buddy of mine, he works for SAS, which is headquartered here in Raleigh. And they have a huge campus, thousands of people. But he still works remote, even though he's literally 10 miles from the campus. Yeah, I hear you, Chaotic. All you need's a phone. That clip, I still watch that clip sometimes. You guys got phones, right? The time when you fully realize how out of touch Activision Blizzard is. Sinister, I'm having fun with it. It's fun, man. No, I hear you, Chaotic. It's not that I don't. I mean, I enjoy playing Path. I just yeah, we're having some fun with 7 days right now, so. Well, yeah, Sinister, that's the only reason I'm playing once, because I got that Death's Web, which I still haven't socketed. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It just makes you wonder. What am I got the right? Okay. Yeah, Buon literally just dropped, like last run.
I am overburdened.
It's a pretty simple build. I mean, I guess you could go. I didn't want to do the summoner build. I I'd played Summoner before, so I thought this would be. I'd never played a Poison Necro, so I thought it'd be a good change of pace. And it has. I mean, it's probably closer to my Sork style of play. So it was pretty easy transition to play this. And it is strong. And I don't have it near tricked out as it could be, probably. And but it's still, and especially for running the pits, it's kind of easy mode for running pits. I don't have the magic find on this character that I have on my Sork. Some guy I probably have time to do multiple. Be honest. I'm start with the Sork, of course. My second character's up for debate. I don't know. Yeah, Blonde, I threw it on there just because it's ethereal and it had a lot of damage. It's not even. I don't even have anything in it right now. I don't know what to roll for my second character. I don't want to. Well, I say I don't want to roll Pally, but I really want to play Foe. I really enjoy that playstyle. But I don't know. I'm really debating on my second character. I want to see how the Boson plays out, which we'll be able to test on 2.4. I got a level. What level's my Amazon? Like 88. So I got kind of an Amazon to test around on before ladder. I've never really played around with Sin, so that that could be a play to do something different. I've never played around on Barbs either. Yeah, Rofo. There's a lot of people that might do that actually. And again, yeah, I mean, my very first character ever was actually a Boazon. Back when they were OP. I mean, my first 99 was a Boazon. So, I mean, I really like that playstyle as well. What is a Sacred Torch? So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. My second character's kind of up for debate. I'm not sure what I want to play yet. The Sork for the quick into Magic Find, but then my second, I don't know.
I am overburdened.
So yeah, I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of torn for sure. Yeah, I heard Strafe is supposed to be OP. I haven't actually tested it. That's not ethereal. 4 socket, high resist, please. 3 socket, no resist. You suck. So that'll be the question. First character's kind of set in stone. Second one, I don't know. I'll have multiples, I'm sure. But it's going to be a fun playthrough if we could ever get there. Yeah, that's true, Ken. It might end up being like I find something really good that tells me what to play next. Yeah, that's actually, Ken, that actually kind of makes sense. That's kind of what led me through my characters here. I mean, I got the D-Web to make this Necro last, but yeah, Juan, it's horrible. But it's not going to change. Well, it's not going to change for the better. They could technically push it back even farther if next week goes bad. I would hope, because they said they think they've got it worked out, but next week could still potentially fail. Then what? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Andrew, I agree. I hope not either, but it could technically happen. I mean, I'm sure they were fully expecting last week not to fail, and it did. What's up, Kung Fu? I mean, apparently last week was a disaster. I didn't realize it was that bad. Well, I mean, technically it's not playable now, right? I mean, it's unplayable because we're never getting to that point where we could even play it. Um, we get some. They announced April 28th, so 5 weeks from now for ladder. April 14th for 2.4, so 3 weeks from now. Nah, Kung Fu, I don't think that's it, man. I think they are understaffed and overworked. I think they're trying to do too much with too little. I mean, I think that's just the state of Activision. I looked at their job board because I was really interested in their community manager stuff. I was just curious if it was something I could do. So I looked at their job board, and they literally have hundreds, hundreds of job openings at Blizzard right now. Yeah, it is, Liam. It is. It is 100%. I mean, that's kind of gaming industry in general. Like here in Raleigh, Epic Gaming is headquartered. I think it's Epic. I think Epic is headquartered here, and we've heard some horror stories from their guys. Just that all the gaming development companies all are like that. But I think at this point Blizzard's kind of notorious. Yeah, they put down a hard date though. Um, but see, I think that all hinges on how the database changes go next week. Again, it could still fail. I mean, they had unanticipated problems this past time that they had to roll back. I mean, you can account it for as much as you try, but it could still potentially be another issue that comes up where they have to roll back again. I mean, I would hope not, but I've seen weirder things happen. So we'll see. But they've set the date in stone, so I guess they feel a little more confident. That great helm. I don't think I've found that a unique great helm. I don't even remember what the great helm is unique wise. What's up, Mike? It's in the Fastcast. So if you've not used, I fought this for a long time, Michael, for the Fastcast thing. I thought it was stupid, and the guys in chat pushed me to use Fastcast, and it's how you want to play the game. And I'll show you. If you go into your options, where's that? Gameplay, quick cast skills. If you check this, then you teleport using the F3 key. You don't have to hit F3 for it to go here. So it displays it there. So like if I hit teleport, it flashes real quick. But I'm just hitting F3 to teleport. So when I hit that, so this stays the same. Even though it flashes with teleport when I hit it, it's not actually switching to teleport. I'm just hitting F3 and casting. I'm not actually clicking. So that's what that quick cast thing does. I fought it. I thought it was stupid. I was like, I don't need this. But the guys here literally talked me into using it. Yeah, it does. It makes things a lot faster. So I'm literally just hitting my F3 key for teleport and just mousing where I want to go, and I don't have to hit it and switch. Right, right. No, it. I fought it, but it's actually a good change. And like again, the guys here kind of pushed me into doing it. Hal Tusk. Okay, I know I haven't got that one yet. So we can switch that. Check that one off. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it definitely, once you get used to it, it is way faster. Way faster. Ethereal? Nope. Yeah, I know. One thing at a time. I will remap them before ladder for sure. I'll probably practice when the 2.4 stuff drops. I just never think about it. When I log off, I'm like, I'm kind of done. Nice. Yeah, I'm not even close to. My highest is 96. I don't really care for the leveling race. Um, I've done the whole 99 thing, so I don't care if I do it again or not. Yeah, Michael, I'm sure you found that funny. But yeah, 99 is not that big a deal. I don't care if I ever do it again. Um, but yeah, there'll be those guys that are just running strictly to stay at the top of the leveling board for ladder. All in one drop, Liam? That's pretty decent. I mean, I've done. Yeah, in player 8, I would assume yeah, your drop chances are better for runes. I play solo games and I do pretty good. For those that weren't here earlier, Tong dumped a bunch more runes on me to give away. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Yeah, I'm still. I literally keep my fingers on the F keys, which I mean it works out for me. But yeah, it would be easier to remap to WASD or WA. Was it WAS? Yeah, D. Yeah, I was right. Oh yeah, my high rune count's actually kind of obnoxious. I mean, I've found a lot of my high runes just on stream. It's actually kind of crazy. Oh no, I get that. Yeah, again, if I mean I've done 399s back in the day, so I didn't really care about hitting 99 on D2R. I mean, I get it, the push to do it. I did it back then, so I didn't really care. It's grind for sure. It's a long grind for 99. All right, for those that missed it, Tong was on earlier. This is going to be for giveaways on Sunday. He gave me 2 low runes and 10 more ish runes. So Tong's still at it. And he said he was going to give away his Ard or his Tesla and stuff. So, yeah, he did it again. He said he found low runes back to back earlier today. Yeah, Tong's crazy, man. What's up, Scuzzle? What's going on with you, man? Nice, man. Slowly grinding it out, right? Oh yeah, Liam, I picked up on it. I've done that as well. I've gotten back-to-back IO runes. I don't remember what he said. I think he said he was farming Trav.
I need mana.
What, it was Trav? I thought he had said that. This is crazy. Tong is a machine. For those who don't know, he's one of my regulars here, and he's given away. I couldn't even venture a guess at how much stuff at this point. He just hands them to me, and we do giveaways on the stream, but he's giving away an obnoxious amount of stuff. I hear you, man. Yeah, I mean, I've been having fun with the Grail. The Grail's been fun to try and do. I'm doing a stream only Grail. Like I only count items that I've actually found on stream. So little different twist. And I just started. I think it's been a couple weeks now. And it's been going pretty decent. I haven't found anything like super rare, but I've scratched a couple of decent items off. I mean, I just found an Andariel's like 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna switch it up to the Pally here in a second. This Necro is kind of a newer character for me, so his magic find isn't that great. It's like 260-ish, I think. Yeah, I hear you. And what is my magic fine on this guy? I think it's 260 something. Oh, 246. Now, I think they are trying to make up for all the delay. They said something about they're going to have some events and things going on for ladder release. Be curious to see what they actually end up doing. I mean, they've had plenty of time to develop some events, right? Somehow I just feel like I'm probably going to be disappointed by whatever they decide they're going to be doing. I feel like it's going to be pretty underwhelming. Just a guess on my part. All right, let's switch to the Pally. Ouch. Damn, man. Yeah, Bob. There's multiple people, I'm sure, that this is just a bad, just bad timing, just in general. When's the Memorial Day weekend? That's usually in end of May? Mid-May? Oh, Josh, it wouldn't be that generous. There's no way they'd be that generous. It's going to be, I'm just telling you, man, it's probably going to be pretty underwhelming whatever they decide. Oh, really, Bob? I'm sorry, man. It sucks. It does. It really does. I mean, it's. There was somebody else just earlier saying that it couldn't have been. Oh, it was Jake that left. He apparently works for an NFL team. I tried to squeeze out which team he was talking about, but he said that's draft day. So there's no way he can get out of it. I can't believe they got 2.4 pushed out that far. They're giving themselves a 3-week window to deal with the database stuff going live. That's crazy to me. Skyzo, I get there quick enough, so it's not that bad of a gimp. It's kind of rougher in Chaos because you got to get through River of Flame, but for here, it's not that big a deal.
I can't carry anymore.
This Paladin is kind of my chill character anyways, so no big rush. Just walk through and everything just dies, so. Jordan, ladder is April 28th, so 5 weeks from now. Skazol is one of the. And here's the reasoning behind the clause. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I actually got this from Cooley. Like these claws, based off of his analysis, aren't even really worth looking at. It's the blade talons, the runic talons, and the greater talons are the most sought after claws. I mean, I guess you could look at these 4 stats, but if you want the best combo, those are the 3 that you want to look at. Blade talon is the lowest one, and I think it goes greater talons the exceptional, and then runic is the elite. And those are the most sought after claws. I mean, I guess you could look at these for the stats, but if you're like hunting the ones that most people or the PvPers are looking for, it's those claws. Now, I don't even bother. Like claws, like this one is like the lowest tier, so I don't even think this can roll with like the max stats for traps and stuff. Right, Blade Talon can't roll the top affixes either. Yeah, the greater and the runic is your best shot at the best affixes with the highest attack speed. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty enlightening video. I mean, I still check like the Sawayas and stuff, even though technically they're like slow. But I know those are like a higher. I think what's a Sawaya, like a exceptional? I don't remember if that's the elite one or not. I tend to still look at those, but like just the plain claw, that's like the lowest level one, I think. And so I don't even bother looking at it. So yeah, I mean, but it boils down to I don't check every claw type. I only look at certain ones. Yeah, but if they can't roll the stats that you need, there's no point in upping them, right? No, that's not necessarily true. Like the highest eye level Blade Talon, which is like the normal version, can't roll all the affixes.
Overburdened.
Now, full on gold again. Start piling up the gold for some more gambling. I thought I'd be able to play around with this Arden build with its new form in 2.4 like next week at the latest, but now we're 3 weeks away. Kind of sucks. What's up, Aaron? What's going on with you, man? Hey, we can scratch that one off. I haven't found that one for Grail yet. So we can scratch off the BK. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Aaron, true. you got 5 weeks to put in notice. So yeah, you could technically go ahead and put in whatever time you want now. But I mean it's gonna cause issues no matter what. Nice guzzle. I think I've only ever found the one. I think I've only ever found one Azurath. Spandex, what's up, dude?
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, right, Liam. I got more weeks to fill in now. Holy Jesus. I mean, I got to fill in 5 weeks now. That's just nuts to me. I was not expecting 5 weeks. Honestly, don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. Yeah, Lorian, 5 weeks. Is that going to work out with your schedule? Or are you going to be back to work? I know you said something about having 2 weeks off. Yeah, I mean it's 3 weeks before we can play around with 2.4 now. It's so ridiculous. You're gonna make Bob throw his coffee cup again. Lauren. That's what I thought you'd said. So you're gonna be back to work, but when damn ladder drops. Yeah, I bet you are, man. You're not alone. You are not alone. There's a lot of people that are kind of in that boat. It's like, and I mean, whatever. I mean, we can't do anything about it at this point. Just grit our teeth and wait. Oh yeah, Aaron, I don't doubt that at all. Because I mean, the damage is literally double the Nova damage itself with the synergies. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a strong build for sure. Yeah, I can see um, budget Novasork being as strong as the top tier ones now. We'll find out eventually. I mean, I'm going to test it on my Sork once we ever get 2.4. Just see what it feels like. No, I've never tried controller. Yeah, Eden 5. I've just, I've, I got, I've played controller on shooters. I mean, back in the day, I had an Xbox, played like Halo and Call of Duty on it, but I've heard controller on this game is just kind of clunky to begin with. Really? I heard sometimes aiming can be kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, I've always been a keyboard mouse guy to begin with. So, I mean, it's just how I always roll for every type of game. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. I don't know. I just, I'm always going to choose mouse keyboard over. Um, Even when I was complaining about Call of Duty and people saying to switch to controller on PC, I just couldn't do it. This is my comfort zone, so I don't I don't see the advantage or disadvantage to switching. See you, Andrew. Have a good one, man. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten a decent rune drop in here. I know people get them, but I just have never gotten them in here. I mean, I've gotten some okay items in here. I wouldn't even say my item drop's been that great. Yeah, Jay, exactly. I would 100% agree with that. I don't know. The pits, it's supposed to be the go-to for, you know, if you're going to do Grail. And it does have the most champ and boss packs, which will drop those items. But I don't know. I just never had that much luck here. And a lot of people swear by this. Of course, if you are running like a Hork Barb, yeah, this would be the place to go because you could double up. Yeah, it is. It is an easy area to farm. I mean, I've farmed it. You know, just getting initially into hell difficulty and getting to the pits. I'll farm it for a while on a new character. I mean, it can be difficult sometimes depending on what you're playing, but most times you can muddle through it even with a brand new character. What's up, Scrunchy? And you at least always have that chance, since it's an 85 area, dropping something really good. I just myself, the luck hadn't been that great here.
I am overburdened.
I don't remember if I've gotten this. I think I got the crown. What is this? Millie's? No, Rathas, I've gotten that. Let's try this Sork in the pits. $500 magic find this way. Yeah, Bob, it might be. I mean, it's kind of funny to watch I guess the Blizzard fanboy reactions, like, "Yay, more time to get it right." It's like I don't get that mindset.
I can't carry anymore.
It's not like you look at it and go, I mean, yeah, more time to get it right, but why is it taking this long to get it right? Maybe I'm just jaded. Yeah, some guy. I mean, that's kind of my point. It's like it shouldn't be yay more time to get it right. It's like, why are you taking so long? I mean, hell, since game release, what are we on? 7 months now? Since D2R release, we're at 7 months, right? Yeah, Liam. I mean, I think here's my thoughts. I think most of their experienced help left. Um, I think they're mostly saddled with brand new mid experience teams, and I think that's really hurting them. I think the experience has left the company. I mean, not necessarily that, but it's close to that. Look at this. A blue Archon staff. Yeah. Yes, Bob, this is true. Oh, this is unfortunate. This is extremely rare for those that aren't aware. Most of you are, I'm sure. Archon staff is was it Jangbong? It's one of the rarest uniques to drop if you get this as a unique. And it rolled a blue. I mean, you don't get that base roll that often to Mang Song. That's it. You don't get this base roll that often to begin with. Uh, so that's unfortunate that dropped blue. Yeah, rare one. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, it's an extremely rare base to drop. I mean, I've probably seen 10 times more Sacred Armor bases to drop than the Archon staff. Yeah, and then of course the green diadems. Those are always awesome. Sacred armor. Then there's two uniques that could technically roll from that, so that's why Tyrael's is so rare. I think it's a 1 in 10 of it rolling Tyrael's once you get a unique sacred. So yeah, between it and the Mang Song, I think it's technically rarer than Mang Songs. Do you guys agree with that? You think Tyrael's probably the rarest item, right? I'd probably put Mang Songs as second to that. Because, again, if you get a unique un-ID'd Sacred to drop, then it still has a chance of rolling between two items. And it's like a 1 out of 10 of it being material, so that's what makes it rarer than the Mang Song dropping. I mean, I've never even seen a unique Sacred drop. Out of all the runs I've ever done, I've never seen a unique Sacred drop. Try to give me a towel.
I am overburdened.
Of any sort. Look at it. It did it again. There's another Archon. Christ. I talk about how rare that base is, and it's two games in a row. Maybe it's trying to tell me to run my Sork through pits a while.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, if nothing else, we've had some really rare bases drop here past couple games. I'm going to try that a couple more times. Yeah, Doman, I was the same way. I actually found a Mang Songs before I actually even knew what it was. And I think I vendored it because I looked at the stats. I was like, Oculus better. And I think I vendored it. I didn't know how rare of a drop it actually was. Of course, I'm willing to bet that every single one of us has probably left some GG stuff on the ground, not realizing value of what we found. It's like with the PvP stuff. I mean, there's been charms I guarantee that I've just went, it looks like garbage and left it, not realizing I probably had like a really GG PvP small or grand charm or something. And I guarantee we've all done that. Oh yeah, dude. The way you had to mule back in the day was such a crapshoot. Oh my god. I had one where I was muling stuff and got the realm down. And by the time you usually got out of the realm downs, the game was no longer there. Muling was, the only way you can guarantee is if you could get somebody you trust to hold games. Because doing the 5-minute game time rule, oh, that was so sketch. I used to hate doing that. Yeah, the whole muling concept was so bad. Because, I mean, you had to watch your time joining or joining back with the second characters or other characters, because you could realm down and then you were screwed. Right, exactly. I mean, you could have a perma game in place, but you could realm down just switching too fast. And that was the problem. And it would literally just, I forget how long it blocked you, like at least 10 minutes, right? I think it was at least a 10-minute block once you got a realm down. It might have actually been longer than that. I don't think I've gotten this belt. Juanin's belt. Yeah, and then on top of that, having a 56K modem or some crappy internet. It was so bad. Because, yeah, not only had you deal with that particular issue, I mean, you had your own personal taking chances with your ISP. I mean, I got my DSL as soon as it was available. After, you know, being so long on 56K. Yeah, playing games on 56K, man, that was some crazy stuff. Yeah, right, that sound of the modem connecting. That's like burned into my psyche. Hey, Bob. That's so crazy, right? You think about the things we had to do to mule back in the day. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I mean, that could happen as well. Holy crap. Game gone. Oh, man. That was so bad. Kids don't know how lucky they are these days. might have to cube a little bit here. Where's Vine at? I'm gonna piss him off and cube some more perfect rubies and amethysts. Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves if they had to deal with dial-up these days. Holy jeez, man. Just the concept of trying to connect to the internet could be an ordeal at times. Oh yeah, Lauren, 100%. I mean, it was crapshoot back then. It was. Yeah, I mean, it's funny to think about. I mean, you know, technology is definitely advancing exponentially, it seems. Yeah, Bon, I think I'm gonna do some cubing here. Well, no, I'm not gonna craft. Um, I'd rather cube them, to be honest. It pisses Vine off when I cube them. Yeah, people freak out when you jump in cell towers. I was trying to remember what golf games were out back then. Was it like the Golden Bear, maybe the Nicholas game? I think that was a little more advanced than from that point, though. That's the only one I remember. Golden Tea? Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah, Greg, any item in the game will drop in pits. Pits is monster level 85, so the boss packs are actually 3 levels higher, so 88, and the champ packs are 2 levels higher, so 87. So those packs can drop from the highest treasure class, which is TC 87. So yeah, that's why people run pits for Grail, because every boss and champ pack can drop the highest items. And it's only the boss and champ packs. Like these trash, a lot of times if you see guys speed running pits, they'll skip these because the trash can't drop the highest items. They just hunt for the boss and champ packs and just kill those. Like they would just teleport past these. I like killing everything, but though these packs, these mobs can't drop everything. Only the boss and champ packs can. So usually in a big group like this, when you see the big splash, there was usually a boss or champ pack here because they tend to just drop a lot more loot. So this was probably a pack, even though I didn't actually see it. Yeah, Greg, I do too. I don't bypass, but people when they're speed running to try and do Grail, they'll skip all the trash and just hunt the packs. But everything that dies has a chance to drop in a high rune, so I kill everything. Yeah, when they talk about all the new 85 areas, that's what they're referring to, is the fact that there's going to be more areas that can have packs that drop all the highest loot. Ladder is on April 28th, 5 weeks from now. That was the announcement today. So yeah. It's it is what it is. Yeah, Bob. Yep. Yeah, man. It's five 5 weeks out. They're supposed to redeploy the architecture changes for the database stuff next week again, and then the 14th is slated for 2.4. So they're stretching it out to the max time frame that they're talking about. Yeah, Spartan. Happy birthday, Dad. You get ladder. Enjoy. Doman for me, it's chaos 100%. Some people will put Trav in there. Laura Cuirass, if you're playing players 8 offline or you're able to get into full games, maybe Laura Cuirass. I've just never been a fan of Laura Cuirass. Aaron, that's a good question. All right, let's go into chaos. We're not getting any drops here. Now, technically, low Chaos Sanctuary, it's a monster level 85 area as well, so you can get the drops here. The funny thing about Chaos is the seal bosses in Diablo actually cannot drop the highest items, which has always been kind of silly to me. But Chaos to me is my favorite area because, like, you know, when you hit the packs, they can technically drop every item, but you also get the mix of, like, people talk about Arcane Sanctuary and the ghost mobs. The wisps here are the same rune drop rate as the ones in Arcane, so you kind of get that mixed in, and then you get an act boss and 3 super uniques. So that's why I like Chaos. You get a pretty good mix of stuff. Aaron, I think it's more the layout of River of Flame than anything else. Because, yeah, it's monster level 85, but just because of the way it's laid out, it's kind of a pain. I don't really care for killing stuff in River of Flame. And it's more of just, again, the way it's laid out. I got that yesterday. And having to, jump back and forth to try and clear it. So I usually just bypass it. But yeah, it is a monster level 85. So some people just kill it on the way in. I've never been a fan of trying to kill stuff there, so I skip it. I don't know the number of packs that can spawn there. I think it's like 4 to 5 maybe. And to find them is kind of a pain in the butt. The density in Chaos, yeah, like Bob's talking about, the density is I enjoy more. You get decent density in the river, but it's spread out, so it's just a little more of a pain to farm. I mean, I've known people gotten some really good stuff in river. Just not a fan of it. But yeah, it's always been kind of weird to me that like the seal bosses and the and Diablo himself actually fall below the TC-87 treasure class, whereas all the rest of the mobs are in it. Or I mean the boss and champ packs. So it's kind of a weird. It's a weird mix of stuff, but like those wisps there have the same drop chance of runes that like Arcane Sanctuary, those guys are known for. So that's why I like farming Chaos, because you kind of get a mix of everything.
Thanks.
Yeah, again, I mean, Rivers, it could be a good place. I mean, and you know, most cat classes at the beginning won't have the opportunity to really skip the river anyways. So, I mean, you're going to have to clear through it unless you got teleport. I can skip it, so I do.
I need mana.
I mean, my payout has always been in Chaos. I've just found way too much stuff in Chaos.
Even death can save you from me.
I don't know that I've found the War Sword yet. I think it's Berserkers, right? No, Deaths. Nope, I have found it. Okay. Oh yeah, I've done a ton of seal popping. That's what I was doing when I was finding all my high runes. I'm doing full clears now just because I'm trying to find items for Grail. But otherwise, I'd seal pop. I've found, I couldn't even tell you how many high runes seal popping. It's been a lot. See you, Alan. Even when I was before I started Grail, whenever I did CS, I would just seal pop it. And I mean the guys have seen the results from it. I've found a multitude of high runes doing that. I think all total out of CS, I think I've found like 4 Jaw runes. It's always kind of fun to do it anyways. You do this pop and then just teleport around seeing what you found. I always thought that was kind of cool. And I mean, you could do a if you're decent at seal popping, you could do a run really quick. I think I'm gonna do some cubing after this run. I've had one jaw rune drop off of Diablo. In fact, I think it happened on a stream if I remember correctly. I really want to do the foe, but I don't know if that's going to be my second character. I want to try something different. I usually almost always go Sork Pally, and I feel like I need to mix it up a little bit. But we were talking about it earlier. I might just, you know, depending on what drops when I'm farming with my Sork is what I'll end up running as my second character.
I can't carry anymore.
You're right, Cam. It was on Moo Moo's. It was the one where I had like multiple things. Like I had like 3 different things. Like I had the Death's Web drop and something else. The jaw. There was like multiple things. What's up, Garrett? You don't want to know, man. It's April 28th. Oh yeah, I got the Zod rune. Ow, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Chaos. I've gotten a lot of drops in Chaos.
I need mana.
I found 2 burr runes in Chaos before I started streaming. And I found 4 total. I found another one recent I found off of Shank. I found one in a pub game when I was leveling my paladin, and I found 2 here in Chaos. So again, that's why Chaos. I mean, everybody's got their spots, right? Chaos is my spot as far as where I think I've had the best luck. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Sork. Again, I usually go Sork Pally, but I think Cam had mentioned it. I might just let the gear push me to my second character. Like, depending on what I find when I'm farming with my Pally might determine, or my Sork might determine what my second is. But Sork is always going to be my first one. You gonna go with the Foden first? I mean, it's a great Chaos farmer. I think even under, or you know, budget geared, I think you can farm Chaos really easy. So it might not be a bad play at all. Yeah, I'm still gonna go with that, Bob. I'm gonna still go Frost Orb or Frozen Orb Hydra, just to level a little different. There's a new drop. Haven't gotten that one yet. Storm Rider. Didn't even know what it was called. Tomac, what's up, dude? mean, I think Pallies are fun. I think Foe is going to be fun. Just fun to play in general. Because it's never been like a really strong skill, so not a lot of people played it. Sorry to hear, man. Let's see. We need to cube some stuff. I mean, at least they listened on Foe and made the changes that we were kind of asking for. So that was kind of good on their part. One of the few times they listened. All right, so let's see. How are we going to do this? My inventory's getting full again. I found this towel running shank. What I got I could get rid of. Let's move this for now. Yeah, Tomac, that's true. All right, let's see. Let's move this. Move this so that we can grab some jewels, some gems. Alright, so these are all Diablo Baal Charms, so these would have been rolling. I did roll one into, yeah, like I got a martial arts skiller, but it's plain, so I'm holding that in case I run out of charms. Let's see what we can get. What's max AR? 132? It's pretty high, 123. I know I could craft with these, but I got like tons of crafting mats still. These are just extras. I know some people hate seeing those go into a cube for this. Oops. No, nothing worth a crap. At least I made a little bit of room. I should go ahead and roll the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I roll rare diadems with P skulls. I got a couple sitting here. That's missing a lot. Roll +2 skills, but it's missing a lot. This one could have been good, but roll +1 skills though kind of sucked. 220 is always a good roll. Yeah, right, Bob. I was waiting for him to show up. Aaron, I'm using Quick Cast. I got Quick Cast on this. I just need to rebind my keys. I'm still using the F keys for just using Quick Cast. I should move them down to WASD as far as a lot of my skills. But these are bound to Quick Cast. Oh, I know, bro. Bob. Yeah, I get it. I got long fingers, man. That's what it is. I got long fingers. Right, you could do it on mouse buttons. I mean, yeah, I actually fought it because I thought it was stupid, but it is. Quick Cast is good. I fought it for a while. These guys know. I've refused to use Quick Cast for a pretty good while, but I got used to the idea, and it didn't take long to get used to using it. Greater Talon. Nope. What's this? It's Berserkers. I don't remember if I found this yet or not. Yeah, it's Berserkers. I think I have. Yeah, I've found that already. Yeah, it does. I mean, but well, I mean, once you get used to it, it's a pretty easy adjustment between characters. I adjusted to it quicker than I thought I was gonna. I think I had a misconception on how it worked, and I think that was the problem for me kind of fighting it. I couldn't even tell you what it was, but for some reason I wasn't aware of how it actually worked, and I think that's why I kind of pushed back on it a little bit. I'm keeping those just in case I ever have a use for the 100 poisons. Yeah, Alex, a lot of people are playing Elden Ring right now. It's just, again, it's not a game style that I get drawn to, which is kind of the reason why I haven't been playing it. Oh, get out of there. Almost jumped in the middle of that pack. That would have been bad. But yeah, a lot of people are finding that game as a good gap filler. A lot of people are playing it. I don't know the replay value or how much you can continue farming and doing the same stuff. I don't know enough about Elden Ring to say anything about that, but I mean, there's still a ton of people playing it. Oh, here we go. So much for my 6 o'clock theory. Oh no, I'll have to deal with that. They're early. Report. And then remove. Why is it not removing all of them? There we go. It's not. Are they on different accounts? So stupid. Yeah, right, Bob. Probably sorcerers like most other people. They're drawn to the new foe pally. You know, probably wouldn't be too bad. It probably wouldn't be that big a deal, but I don't think they drop a like before they when they join my stream.
Not even death can save you from me.
And they're back. Boy, they're going to be relentless today. Christ. Jesus Christ, man. Boy, they're just in spam city now. Will that drop all of them? 1, 2. Nope. Not all of them. There we go. Yeah, right. At least hit the like button. So annoying. What's up, Kenny? What's going on with you, man? Bob, they want to speak across all languages. You know, it's funny. We were fully expecting them last week, and or yesterday, trying to time them to when they would show up, and they don't show up at all. Now they spam twice in like 2 minutes. Modern form of hieroglyphics. See, they need to fix this. I think he's almost too close to it. He might drop, but sometimes this guy is like in this little gap right here, and he will drop off screen as loot, which is kind of annoying. I should check this fleece. Sometimes I forget to check these blue armors looking for of the whale. Jewelers of the Whale. Yeah, he did. He was here earlier. For a little while. We're not getting any color out of these drops. What the hell? Should check the dust shroud.
Not even death can save you from me.
Apparently, man. I can't tell if that means I'm doing something right or wrong. Oh my god. That's the second on Dariel's today. What is happening? Alright, I can't see it on the ground. It's under his body, so I can't see it. Alright. What do you think? Ethereal this time? Nope. I'm never going to get an ethereal and Ariel's. It's 9 life leech this time, 29 strength, almost perfect strength. Oh, you're right, dude. I could have just zoomed in on it, right? This is the second one today. I think all total, I've probably found 8 to 10 Andariels. None of them ethereal. It's unfortunate. Oh well. They're still cool to find. I give them away. I can't even scratch it off my list. I already did it. What you want the greaves for, man? I know. I should check the boots, looking for Tri-Res boots and stuff. I never even think about looking into boots. Yeah, Bob, probably. It's just crazy how many of those I've gotten. I've found so many Andariels. We'll put Andariels ×2 now on the items found list. ×2. It's crazy. Yeah, Aaron, I've just a lot of times I'm just kind of I just glance past them. I should, and a lot of times I'll check the gloves, but there's a lot of times where I just blow right past the boots. That's crazy. I found 2 of those today. Still got a chance at a third one. Diablo has probably dropped the majority of my Andariels. I've gotten many off of him. It's kind of crazy. You too, man. Have a good one. Lindsay, it's a long ways off, that's for damn sure. Long ways off. Hey, Lynn, you going to be around tomorrow night for potentially 7 days again? I might be a little late getting on, but I was thinking about spinning the community game back up tomorrow night. Have I got this? Was it Pus Spitter? No, Icar's Sting. Yeah, I'll put it out an announcement. If you're on, you're on. But we're probably gonna try it tomorrow night. Icar's. No, I haven't gotten it. Yeah, cool. Check off another one. Chili, man. Dear chili. I'm a huge fan of chili. Don't get me wrong, deer burger is probably good, but chili, for sure. I know I've gotten that. I think. Now I'm second guessing myself. Oh yeah, I've gotten that. Yeah, that's true. I don't know that I'm equal. I have a preference. You know, don't get me wrong. I love a good burger. But, man, I love some chili. And this time of the year is still good for chili. Once it gets warm, I'm not a, you know, to me, chili goes hand in hand with, like, cooler weather. But it's still cool enough where I'm on board for some chili. And some of y'all getting some cold weather right now. It's kind of nasty here, but just not really cold. It's just a little rainy. Nah, I can't go with you there, man. Beanless chili is not chili. The more beans, the better.
Not even death can save you from me.
I wouldn't complain about a Malrune. Chain boots. I don't think I've gotten these. What's this? Treads? Yeah. I don't think I've gotten treads yet. It is, Bob. But I mean, winter's kind of flaky, man. It'll jump between 70 and 20, like within the span of a day. But then once it gets out of official winter weather, yeah, it just stays warm. There's something wrong with y'all on chili. Yeah, that's not how you eat chili. Come on. That's the stuff you put on your hamburgers and your hot dogs. What you're eating. It's just funny to me how sometimes people's tastes just vary so wildly. Oh, rare Corona. Come on. God almighty. Yes, Alex, exactly. Bob, yeah, your weather's backwards, man. I can't do cold. I'll take my 80 degrees of hot, or 80% hot. I can't do cold weather at all. Yeah, Tomac. Some corona layer, some COVID laying on the ground there. Lenore, that's western part of the state, I think, right? That's like mountainside. Pretty sure it's mountainside. Yeah, I hear you, man. Everybody's everybody's moving to Florida. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I've been to Lenore actually. What's this? Alders boots? I'm pretty sure it's Alders. Yeah. I don't think I've gotten these yet. Those are actually good boots. That's the only good part of the Alder set. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, the western part of the state. Well, honestly, man, I can't complain about North Carolina. It's got like the best of both worlds. You got the mountainside, and it actually is really mountainy and gets that weather. But then you got really beautiful beaches. I live in kind of the boring part, halfway between. But and I can get to both in a pretty reasonable amount of time. Yeah, Aaron, I'm sure, man. That's where you and Bob are near each other. I can't say much of my experience in Canada. The only place I've ever been is the typical touristy Niagara Falls stuff. That's my only experience of Canada. I mean, I will say there's some beautiful country. What's up, Ladder on? There was a TV show. I can't remember what it was, but it was filmed in like maybe Alberta area. Man, that's some beautiful country right there. The back, the backdrop of the scenery on that show was just crazy. But I mean, I think probably I mean, I would imagine Alaska's probably similar. I hear you later on.
Not even death can save you from me.
See you, Aaron. Have a good one, man. I think I've got this already. Yeah, I got that one already. Alex, I think it'd work. I think Hydra's going to be decent. Like I said, I'm going to try it. And eventually switch to lightning, though. But I'm going to try and level as far as I can with Hydra and Orb. I mean, there's just no way to level pure fire. But I think a Hydra Orb will be a good hybrid. What do you mean you're going to Ukraine? What are you doing, man? What are you going to Ukraine for? Well, stay safe, whatever you do, man. I'll tell you what, though, man, the Ukrainians kind of stuck their boot up Russia's ass when they're trying to take that over, didn't they? Man, ladder on, that's crazy. Well, like I said, man, stay safe, whatever you're doing. I heard that they actually pushed the Russians back from Kyiv here in the past couple of days. Oop, new item. Which is, I'm sure, totally not what they're expecting. What's this, Ondals? No, Spire. Okay. What? I've already gotten that. Dang it. Yeah, I hear you, man. Is that area you're going to under in contention, or is it like not under attack where you're headed to?
Not enough mana.
I'm not sure, Smoking. I think you could get Nouts fairly early into Nightmare, if I'm not mistaken. As far as how early, I don't know. Ah, got you. So is it more in western part of the state or a country? Ooh, a Pavis. Okay, definitely haven't gotten that yet. Gurks.
Not even death can save you from me.
This needs plus skill. It's unfortunate it doesn't have plus skill. It's a good find though. Scratching off some decently rare items today. No, Michael, I only switch to lightning when I
am overburdened.
when I go to Diablo, because lightning damage just in general is way higher. But chain with infinity is just nasty. I didn't use chain before infinity, but with infinity, it's just does plenty of damage. But before infinity, I tried to line everything up for lightning. I don't think I've gotten that either. Lycanders? Yeah, Lycanders. No, Michael. I got a lot. I should switch to mages. I have a little bit of mana issues, but I pop pots pretty often and then just refill. So yeah, Spartan. Those. I mean, they're not. They're in this case, in this state of the game. I mean, those items are kind of whatever. I mean, but early you probably keep those. Well, later on, if I don't see from you or hear from you before you head out, man, just make sure to stay safe. You're you're definitely advancing into some dangerous territory, regardless. No, Spartan. 2.4 is going to hit on the 14th, ladder 28. So they're going to put 2.4 out 2 full weeks out before ladder. What was this, Jade? Yeah, I think I've found this already. No, actually I haven't found it. Cool. Okay, another scratch off. Boy, we're hitting them now. Yeah, Michael, I have one on. I have just this junky one. That's not bad. It's got a lot of mana. What's up, Cephs? Frankie, what's going on? Yeah, I had to do it to hit the 117 breakpoint for lightning. So I had to put on. I got Trangs on for gloves, Which I could switch to mages and it'd probably help out my mana. And then I have one FCR ring. See you later on. Have a good one, dude. Appreciate you stopping by. Light Sork, there's like one of the sets of in Trab is lightning immune in it, but I think they get broken by Infinity. So I think it does okay, but you have to have an Infinity to run it. Really, Alex? You don't think so? Alright, I guess it depends on what you're playing, right? Won't necessarily need it for certain builds. I mean, well, do you need it for... Do they run Infinity with Nova? I've never actually run Nova as my main build, so... I would assume so, but Nova's so fast because it takes a second for the conviction to hit. You all right, Hands? I thought it did. It's just it always takes a second for the aura to snap. See you, Weeg. It's all good, man. Ooh, okay. A couple more to scratch off, maybe. I think I've gotten this. What's this? Face of Terror, I think. Yeah, I already... Or Horror. Face of Horror. I don't think I've gotten the Joe Staff, though. Razor Switch. Yeah, I haven't gotten this. Yeah, Michael, I would have to rework, but I probably would if I got a great 220. Well, not taking it back. It depends on what I'm going to farm. You know, you can switch up gear for farming different areas. So it would probably more. I already got one of these. Dang it! I got both of these items already. Wow, I thought I was going to be able to scratch something off there. No, Tomac, he was just talking about the dates, like with Ladder being pushed back to April 28th and 2.4 on the 14th. Unless he just put out a new video about something else with 2.4. That's what he had out this morning.
Not even death can save you from me.
Alright, we're going to call 2 runs right here. Yeah, because I wear the 3-piece specifically for magic finding. So, I mean, I don't know. Hans, I got a towels to drop off a shank last week. So, you know, just farming those 3 might net you one. Do Shank Eldritch and Pendle. You might have a pretty good shot at getting one. Or come by Sunday. I'll probably be giving away a bunch. Unless you're playing single player, I can't help you. But I got like I got like 4 towel armors to give away on Sunday. I would give up the Shaco for the Griffins. I would drop that magic find because I think the clear speed improvement will be dramatic enough to make up the difference. But I wouldn't be able to honestly tell for sure until I actually had one and tried it. I mean, it could be negligible, and then I'll just go back to the Shaco. Yeah, Sinister. I haven't even tested one, even though I've had multiple in my hands. I haven't even put them on to test. Yeah, well, I was going to ask you, Hans, if you were playing single player. Then yeah, I mean, you pretty much have to farm it, but they all 3 can drop it, so worth a shot. No, I don't even want to try it on. I want to find one and put it on.
I am overburdened.
It's like a quest for me at this point to find my own and put it on my head. Tomac, I totally understand, dude. I do. I mean, it's killed at first. Pretty good group of people. I mean, it's pretty disappointing to push it back that far. When just 2 weeks ago he said end of the month, and then 2 weeks later they're saying 5 more weeks. that's just crazy to me. How do you get it that wrong? I mean, that's a big got it wrong. I mean, I honestly was thinking they'd put it off another couple of weeks max. I was not expecting 5 more weeks at all. Michael, I won't trade for gear. I've traded for runes, but I won't trade for gear. All my gear's self-found, and I'm gonna keep it that way at this point. But yeah, but at this point, it's a quest. I have to see it through and find my own griff. Yeah, Liam, I found another one. It was a 29 strength, but 9 life leech, so it traded stat. Now, I get the whole idea of releasing a game that actually works, but here's the thing, and I hear that one a lot. My problem with it is that it should have been a lot closer at game release than 7, basically going to be 8 months after release that they actually get ladder to a point that it works. That is inexcusable. That should not have happened. And I get they did not foresee the architecture issues with the database, but again, if they'd have planned properly, they'd have seen that. So again, that falls on them not properly preparing for the game release. It's on them. They did not handle this at all well. And I get it. I mean, at this point, we want a ladder to go smooth. And I want ladder to go smooth. I don't want to deal with crashes and server issues and all that stuff. Nobody wants to deal with that. I don't think we're going to be not dealing with that, to be perfectly honest. I think even when ladder drops, I don't foresee it being that smooth, just based off of their lack of preparedness, no matter how they drop things. Yeah, exactly, Liam. That's my point. I think they shortcutted the servers. I think because they blamed it on them not knowing that there were going to be that many concurrent players, but they know how many games were sold. I mean, it's not like it's a free game and you can't guesstimate the player load. You literally know how many games were sold, how many copies across the whatever regions. So you know how many players bought games, and your server structure was not set up to handle it. But that's on them, because I think they went cheap on the server side of things.
Death can save you from me.
So I mean, I can't just give them a clean, they're doing the best, but because they're not. That's armor. That's another scratch off. We're getting some decent drops today, guys. It's only one socket. No, it's 2 socket. Why does that look like... Oh, okay, it is 2. Scratch that one off. I mean, yeah, and at this point, the way they've put it off, it's going to need to be a perfect release. I mean, they built up expectations by pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back, that the release for ladder had better be just spotless. Because if they drop it at this point 5 weeks from now, after blaming it on the database structuring and doing all that stuff, and then it still has issues when it drops, there's no way to live that down. But they built that expectation at this point. It's crazy to me. I mean, I did. I expected it to be like a couple of weeks delay from when he was saying end of the month. But this long? Wow, that's just crazy to me. Yeah, Michael. It's kind of the same syndrome, right? It's just nutty. I don't know.
I need mana.
I mean, I think we're all going to be holding our breath when ladder drops. Oh, it's people are going to be almost on edge. waiting for servers to crash. I mean, I just don't see it go smooth. I don't. I mean, it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. I just don't think they have enough experienced help at this point to handle what they're trying to handle. I think all their experienced help has just left the company. Yeah, pick up immediately, leave the game, save it. No matter where you're at, pick up that rune and get the hell out of that game. Yeah, you can take pictures of it afterwards. I mean, it could be stable, but I'm not holding my breath that it's going to be that good. Alright, last Diablo kill for the day. Let's see. Ooh, there's an amulet. Didn't see it. Anything? Nope. Alright, let's see what he drops us. Third Andariel. Nope. Did I get this longsword yet? I had to have gotten this. Plagues? I don't think I've gotten that sword. I have not. I actually have not gotten that yet. Alright, cool. Alright, that's the last run. Let's look at the progress. Alright, I was at 32% earlier when I started today. No, 30%. So I'm at 32.8 now. Is that right? Yeah. I was at 30% earlier and we're up to 32, almost 33%. So we did pretty good. We actually found some pretty decent items today. I got 2 Andariels. Some rares that weren't that great, but were pretty cool to scratch off the list. So tomorrow I won't be on during the day. I'm going to be doing a 7 Days to Die stream tomorrow night for like the off Diablo streaming. Guys want to hang out and just watch? It's usually pretty funny. We've had 6 people in the game last Friday, and that makes for hectic times. But that'll be tomorrow evening. I don't know, man. The Act 1 mercs, I don't know how much you're going to even see them, to be honest. They might do okay. But anyways, if you want to hang... Sunday, again, we got a bunch of stuff to give away. So we'll be doing more giveaway on Sunday. Tong gave me a bunch more runes today. Yeah, my list keeps going up, not down. I got a bunch of towel armors. I got a bunch of stuff to give away. So we'll be doing that again on Sunday. So apparently we got multiple weeks to fill before then. So we'll see how it goes. They might have given me time to get pretty far into my Grail before ladder hits. So we'll see what happens. Don't forget to hit like on the way out. And I will catch some of you guys at least on tomorrow night. Otherwise on Sunday. Y'all have a good one.